Harvest Homestead. My name is Beth, and as you can see, my office slash growing room slash craft room slash dog kennel room slash anything I needed to be. But today we are planting herbs that are going to benefit us through the spring and summer. I've got some marigolds going. I've got some marjoram going. I got a list here. I got some St. John's wort, some chamomile, some marigolds, some purple basil, some stevia, so I can have my own way to sweeten my tea. Some thyme, some cilantro, and I said marjoram, chives, catnip, parsley, cosmos seashells, which are they're cute like that. It's supposed to be like that. And we brought back some zinnias from our harvest celebration in Kentucky back in November. We brought back some pawpaws. So the pawpaws and the loofahs and the zinnias come from them, and I got some dill and some pansies. So Ken wants a pen over here. He can step over me and show you what's going on under the lights.
Okay, so you can see, as usual, I always forget to get the camera out whenever we're doing these things because, I don't know, we're still new to this YouTube thing, so we just do, and like Beth said, like I said in the last video, I get excited about this time of year because it's time to start planting. So this year we've bought some of these grow lights here. We bought 2 of these, and then I'm experimenting with this guy down here. This is a fluorescent light I had in my shop. Somebody gave me it a long time ago. It's just been sitting around. So I said, you know what, I'm going to give it a go, see if it works. Okay, so we got, here's all the seeds that we planted today. She read them out to you, so I'm not going to repeat what she said, but we got them in 2 things. And one of the questions, this is the first time we've ever done this under lights. We've done trays before, but not in this particular quantity. So for you guys who have done this before, what I'm worried about, not worried, but what I don't know about is, are you supposed to put the lids on when you're doing them in the inside? So if somebody could let us know on that, I'd appreciate it. So this one, we didn't have a cover on because we don't have one. This was a tray that actually had some plants that we bought last year from the nursery. And yep, exactly. Repurpose and reuse. Don't throw nothing away on the homestead. I don't need to tell most people that, but sometimes people just throw stuff away, not knowing that eventually it's going to be useful. So I wanted to show you that, and I'm going to pan back over here because Beth is putting together the pawpaw plant potters.
And I don't know much about the pawpaw plants. All I know is that it was spoke about on Stivers Homestead, and it's supposed to be. Is it a tree?
Like a banana. Yeah, it's like a
like a banana.
Yeah, it's like an American banana.
But this is what we got. I'll show you. I've already planted these 2, but I'll show you what when they come to us. It's already the actual bean or pod
seed. Yeah.
Seed has already sprouted.
Yeah, it's already sprouted.
And it was just in soil. They gave it to us in the Ziploc baggies. So that's what I'm doing here. On one shy, I had an extra one in here. Well, actually, I got 3 more in here.
I know, we could get some more pots.
I got to get 3 more pots. So I only thought I had 2 in each bag. But anyway, and that's what we're going to do. And we're going to add those to our pears and our peaches and our crabapple trees that we have outside. And our figs and our persimmons, because I forgot about that. And guess what, y'all? He'll have to show this to you on another one. He might go back and add this, but the persimmons that seeds that he brought me back from the hunting club, they've sprouted in the greenhouse. Da, 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 da. So,
well, yeah, I'll take you out there because I'm going to go grab her 3 more pots. So let me take you out there and I'll show you what she's talking about. While I'm walking you out here, I want to show you what we got going on. So we just harvested some more lettuce today. This is what we have left from the winter garden. Still got our cabbage over there. We're going to probably get maybe 6 heads out of that. And obviously, see, that's our collards. This will be, if she harvests these, this will be our 5th harvest on collards out of that little bitty bunch. So we've gotten a ton of collards. This is going to be my tomato bed. It's already been prepped. I need to go back here and weed some more. This is going to be our cucumbers right in here. I've got my 2 plants of kale that are still rocking along. And I'm not sure how well they'll survive or how long they'll survive. But I'm going to try and get some seed from these so I can replant. Because my grandson really loves kale. I'm not really crazy about it, but my grandson loves it. So I figure I might grow some for him. And then I'm not sure what we're going to do with the rest of this bed yet. You can see we got some onions back in the back that are coming up right there. And then there's another one over there. But what I want to show you is what we were talking about. All right, so this is our new greenhouse. I built this right at the end of September, I think. I started putting this together. Got this from Harbor Freight. It's actually pretty nice. So let me show you what it looks like in here. All right, so if we look over here, here is my, let's see, she's got bell peppers. She's got persimmons. Here we go. All right, so these all are persimmons. All these down here. So this is a weed. That's not persimmon, but that's a persimmon that came up. And then there's another one that just popped up right there. So, and our first sprig of grass has popped up through our cloth. I'm going to go ahead and yank it out of there and throw it out. All right, so that's what we got that for. Now these seeds, we had a lot of persimmons at our hunting club. So before they turned too ripe and fell off, I grabbed a couple of them and we popped the seeds out. There's about 10 seeds inside of a persimmon, and she planted those and they're coming up. So I'm really excited to see what's going to come of this. I know they do naturally reproduce because you can see at where the land is, there are a ton. I'm just piled up from persimmons. Not that anybody planted them, just from the seeds falling and growing. Also got a tomato growing in the greenhouse here, and these are also tomatoes. The weather here in North Carolina has been weird. You know, it gets cold and it gets hot and gets cold and gets hot. Over here, this is celery. So she planted some celery, the little bottoms of them, and they've started coming up like crazy. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they progress. And we've never grown celery before, so this was a cool little experiment out in this little tub here. So hopefully that's going to turn out to be a good thing, and we're going to start planting more celery. So let me get her pots, and then I'll take you back in yonder. All right, so coming back from the greenhouse, I forgot to show you. All right, so in this bed, we've got carrots planted all the way on both sides of this thing where the 4x4s come up. And, well, actually, she planted them all the way down this side, all the way to that 4x4 right there. And then on this side over here, but you can see we got one lone beet left in there from the winter. It survived through the winter, and I thought it was dead, and then all of a sudden, with all this nice warm weather we've been having, it popped back up again. So it's been like for the last 2 days, it's been over 70 degrees. Here's what's left of our spinach. It didn't come up at all. It's been a kind of a bummer on the spinach because we were expecting, because it's a cold hardy plant, we were expecting a lot of spinach, but we didn't get any. So that was kind of a bummer on that one. But one of the things I want to show you is our garlic. We planted garlic right at the beginning of October or November. And you see all my garlic's coming up right here, all my garlic. Now, we planted this whole entire thing. So this back side back here, I've only got one back in that corner. These haven't come up yet, and I'm not sure why. I'm going to have to do some, I think maybe the animals may have gotten in here and trampled them. But that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to be about 20 heads of garlic. So that should do us for the year, hopefully. And well, my bees have gone away, but they were out buzzing around and out finding pollen somewhere. I'm not sure where they're getting pollen at this time of year, but they had some legs of pollen. Oh, there goes one. So I'm looking forward to getting some honey this year. I'm not going to get behind like I have in the past years and forget to put the honey super on. And then this hive, I have my bees all absconded and they bailed out on me. And so and then what was left died from the cold. So I'm going to repopulate this hive, and hopefully this year this hive will take off and fill itself. So basically the difference between that hive and this hive is this one, as it goes up, you stack more boxes, means that each one of those boxes has to be taken off to get to the next one. They get kind of heavy. In fact, one of those boxes with honey in it weighs about 100 pounds. So they get kind of hard to manage, versus this one is called a long Langstroth. So I've got the same frames as they're in that one, but these go this way. So if you want to check it, each individual frame you can take out as you're going down. It's less obtrusive to the bees. It doesn't bother them as much. You do less damage to the actual hive itself, and it just makes for a better living environment, because that's actually how they would do their hive in nature. They don't typically do it like this. They would do it more like that. So I got this off of a guy on YouTube that builds these. He built a couple of different ones, and I took what he did and put my own twist to it, and I've sold a couple of these as well, and they have the ones that I've sold have gone awesome. I mean, she's had a great success with them. So I want to show you that, and then show you all this green tall grass that I got growing. So everywhere where you see this grass, that is another place that's a place where we had chickens previously. So this was where the little playhouse was. You know, we moved it around. I mean, it is crazy. I never in a million years would have expected grass to be this green in the middle of January. You know, usually everything's dead, but my whole entire yard looks like spring. I mean, it's nuts. So I'm grateful for my chickens, and my plan is that I'm going to take my earth garden, so it starts right about there, and it goes down to where the persimmon tree, or the pomegranate tree is. You see this little pomegranate tree right there. I'm going to take it on beyond that, almost down to that crepe myrtle, and I'm going to come all the way over, and I'm going to come right up to where that black cloth is, and I'm going to pull it all the way back to here. So all of this I'm going to open this extra area up for our ground garden, just because I got a lot of stuff we're planting this year. We're trying to hit a goal of 40% of our total food consumption, as far as what we grow vegetable-wise and meat. So I'm going to try to really expand this to have more planting areas so I can grow more stuff. I'm not sure exactly what's going in here except for peppers. I'm going to put my hot peppers over here, and we're doing some companion planting this year. Beth got a book called Tomatoes Love Carrots. So we're going to be doing some companion planting this year and seeing how that goes. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how it does. I've read a lot about it, and people have had a lot of success with it. So I just wanted to tell you about that. I wanted to show you, so talk to you instead of talking to you behind the camera. But my cat wants to say hello. Hey, Gizmo. He's telling everybody he wants to be on camera. So anyway, what we're saying is we're going to be doing some companion planting, and I'm going to shoot some videos of what's a good companion with what and all that stuff. So look forward to seeing some of those videos. And at this particular point in our homestead, we are really getting a lot going on. We've got 2 of our goats that are in kid. One of them should be kidding out in February, and the other one in the middle part of March. So we kind of timed it out so we wouldn't have them back to back stacked up. So I'll follow up with that as well. So let me get back in the house and get her pots to her so she can finish planting these pawpaws.
So I have found, while he was out, not just 2 more, 3 more, but 5 more seeds. I got 2 loose ones and 3 that's got a root on them. So altogether, we're going to get 9 pawpaw plants. Hopefully, if they all survive.
Yeah, hopefully they'll come up. You know, these are pawpaw is a it's kind of like a tree that's grown in the South. You know, I've heard about them, but I have never actually seen one in the wild. I thought I had seen one, but it turned out to be a different kind of tree that was not a pawpaw. Somebody told me it was, and it ended up not being. So I was kind of bummed about that. But then when Zach from Stivers Homestead told me about these, I was really excited about it. And they brought some to the harvest celebration, and that's where we got these from. And I am looking so forward to this. They grow very prolifically. I mean, they're like a weed as far as they grow. For a tree, they grow insanely fast. And we should probably get fruit next year. That's how fast they grow. All right, so I got to get her 2 more pots. So let me get back out there. But before I do that, we're going to go close up. So I'm going to let Beth close us up today.
Thanks very much for going with us on our journey. We are so excited about what the spring holds. I know we're slow to get the videos out there, but we have a lot going on. I'm sure if you watch these videos in concession, you'll see that we've been working on the barn for the goats that are going to be kidding here in March. We had to get it done. Then we had we got a new puppy that come into our life, and we did some canning. We did a little bit of this. We did a little bit of that. It's New Year's. Today's the grandson's birthday. I painted a desk for him. So it's just like been going. But we do hope that you stick with us, because a lot of new excitement things are coming right around the bend. Remember, like me and Savannah told you, stick with us and it'll be worth your while. You'll learn some stuff and we'll have some giggles while we do it. So we love you, we thank you, but always remember this. Share this video, hit that notification bell, like it, comment, let us know what you want to see. And the more likes we get, the more prompt they are to put us out there. You never know what you're going to get. So subscribe to us. That's the first and foremost. You can't get a notification if you don't subscribe. You can't get us on your feed unless you subscribe, unless you go to us time after time and your algorithm shows that you want to be on our page. But anyway, just help us out. Subscribe, like, comment, share, and ring that notification bell, and be with us throughout the year. And we'll show you God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Thanks. Have a good day.